Welcome to DeltaWalker. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to work with sessions. DeltaWalker sessions are similar to browser sessions in that both are created automatically as you use the program. Let's see how that works. Open a new folder comparison window and choose the folders to compare. Let's modify the comparison criteria from timestamp comparison to full content comparison. The comparison starts, and a new session is created and saved automatically. The session retains everything required to run this comparison the exact same way in the future: the URIs of the files or folders being compared, the settings governing the comparison, and, when applicable, the encrypted username and password. Now, let's close that session and load it again. You can load it again via the main toolbar or the main menu. Notice how the comparison type you just modified has been saved. Session settings are a subset and a snapshot of the global application settings. Being a subset means that only some of the global settings are session settings, typically those directly affecting a comparison, such as filters. Visualization-related settings, such as fonts and colors, as well as general application settings, like date format and use of sound, are global settings. Changing global settings takes effect immediately for new and existing settings alike. Being a snapshot means that once a session is created, its settings take on a journey of their own, independent of both the global settings and of other session settings. Changing global settings will not affect the settings of existing sessions, and vice versa. It also means that changes to the subset of global settings used for session settings will affect the way future comparisons run. Such settings are also known as default settings. Let's see all of that in practice. The Settings dashboard puts some of the most commonly used comparison settings at your fingertips by making them a part of the comparison window. First, let's look at global application settings. Let's open two new folder comparisons. Notice how the date modified column isn't visible. Let's make it visible in one of the folder comparisons and see how that's reflected in the other, as well as in the global preferences. Now, let's take a look at some of the other things you can do in sessions. Note that in DeltaWalker, the terms sessions and history are used interchangeably. Using the File History menu, you can organize, clear, and import and export sessions. You can also tag a session as a favorite, delete it, and edit its name. File and folder comparison sessions are automatically recycled once their number reaches 10, meaning that the 11th session would appear at the top of the list while the first session will be removed from the list and will no longer be accessible. If you'd like to prevent a session from being recycled and keep it at the top of the list, you can tag it as a favorite. Favorite sessions are not recyclable unless all 10 sessions are marked as favorites and a new session is created, in which case the oldest favorite session will be removed from the list. Another aspect of DeltaWalker history are the comparison snapshots. A comparison snapshot is a JSON structure holding the name and the attributes of one or more resources for every node in the selected folder comparison, together with all the settings governing that comparison. The comparison snapshot functionality is accessible via File, Report, and Import and Export snapshots. Select a single role or hierarchy if you want to compare it later against the live file system hierarchy. Select all roles or hierarchies if you want to capture the entire folder comparison for archive, audit, or other purposes. That is all one needs to know about working with sessions. Thanks for watching. To learn what else DeltaWalker can do for you, check out the other tutorials on DeltaWalker.com. See you soon!